Hi folks, just having a look at Amazon, and in particular the Sofirn SC28. I got mine back, as you can see here, on the 12th of September, so I've been using it for several weeks, been happy with it. I paid £22 for it, I think it was 23, 22, something like that. It's still on offer, 40% off, and I think the reason for that, I'm not sure, I think the reason for that is that it's been discontinued and these are the last models in the UK that they're probably getting rid of. I don't know, but that does seem to make sense, and it's not on the Sofirn main page. A little bit about the light itself though, 2800 lumens with the latest cree 50 version 3 LED in there. That's a very high performance, so what's the problem? And I think it's to do with the amount of poor reviews and the poor feedback that this particular light has had, to do with its user interface. So let me close this off here now, and we'll grab mine and we'll have a look at it. So a quick look at the box. 2800 lumens, as we've mentioned, USB-C charging, IPX8, 28, 1200, 350, 100 in eco. 1 lumen. The manual, lanyard, and the charging cable. And then here's the light itself. USB-C tucked in there. Nothing's jumping out at you. It's kind of a run-of-the-mill sized 21700 type light. To the design of the lens there, you'll see that when I show you outside. That gives a very balanced and uniform type beam. Difficult to describe, so we'll have a look when we go out. User interface is via this tail switch here, and that's where the gripe started. So let me just pause a second. The light comes shipped as standard with these output settings here, and the way it works is hard presses on it, it'll memorise where it last was, and one click for off. But to select your output, it's a soft half press. When you get to the level that you want, full press, and it stays on. And as I mentioned, it's got a memory mode and it'll remember where it was. But what you've also got as well is some other groups, if you like, another two, where we can just have turbo, strobe, medium, or moonlight, low, medium. I think they've called them some funny names like duty mode, tactical mode, you know, that type of thing. And I'm not sure whether the bad reviews have been more to do with that means of operation with the hard press, which doesn't seem overly inconvenient to me, and then the hard press or the full press to go, or whether it was how you change from mode to modes, and I'll show you how to do that. And I think it's probably this. When you turn the light on, you have to wait for a little blink. It's about 5 seconds. You might not see it. Did you see it? I'll do it again. Yeah, I think you saw it. So what we have to do, we wait for that blink. Off, back on again really fast, and then did you see the little blinkies there at the end? And what I've just done, I've moved to the next mode then in the groups, or the next grouping level. So now, which one am I on? So now I'm on turbo, strobe, medium. So I've moved to that next group. Remember where it was, turn it on, wait for the blink, off, back on again really fast, and you see a little blinky. Now I'm in my next mode. Which is the, what was that one? Moonlight, low and medium. So I thought that was pretty straightforward, to be honest. I mean, it's certainly something you wouldn't figure it out, would you, yourself? You've certainly got to read the manual to get that. There we go. Wait for the blink. And now I'm back to where we started. The one I like, so I'm going to change it to turbo, strobe and medium. I can lock it in any one. So I think we've probably waffled on about it enough, haven't we, and what the apparent problem is with the user interface, which I really don't think is a problem at all. I really quite like the light, particularly for the price. Let's go out and have a look outside. So I'm out of my Sofirn. Let me put a picture, or rather a video, of where I am. Then you just tap that button at the rear repeatedly to find the mode that you're after. So it's that one, for example. We can click, and now we're locked in that particular mode. Look at our marks there. Hang on. That's really chucking out the light for us, isn't it? At the price point, what did I say? I got this one for £22. And scroll through again to pick the one that you want. Perhaps a little bit more of a moderate level there, perhaps. Yeah, I get it. The UI is a little bit awkward. I actually prefer one of the other modes, to be honest with you, but for the performance, I don't think you can complain, can you? Come on, why isn't my camera focusing? There we go. Okay, let's move along a touch. A bit further on with the Sofirns, guys. Let me put a picture of where I am. And then, as before, memory mode, so it remembers where I was. If I don't like it, just gently tap the tail cap and scroll through the level that I want. Then a single click will lock us in that position, which it will remember. Now, what I'm going to do now is this UI that everybody's kind of been moaning about a little bit. Yeah, I get it, and I can't say that. I guess it's personal choice. I'm not much for its default setting. Now you notice when it comes on, that's that little blink. So when that little blink occurs, okay, I turn it off and back on, and you saw those little flashes. What I've just done is change modes to the next one. And the next mode, which is the one that I prefer and the one that I'm going to leave it on, is from the tail cap. Now I've got medium, turbo and strobe. Turbo, medium, hang on, turbo, strobe, medium. So now I'm not endlessly tapping through to get different things. I've got those three. Little blink again if I don't like it. I can change it if I want, but this is the one that I've been using it on, and it is marketed as a tactical light, isn't it, after all? So I guess you'd pick the mode that you would want. I know it is a consideration for some people, and that if you were carrying this with you, Mr. Baddie comes up to you, or something that you want to deter, you have just got that straight blast or strobe. One click, leave it on the medium. Don't like it, I can scroll through and pick out of those three. And it is marketed as a tactical light, isn't it? So with that in mind, might that suit you best? I don't know. It certainly does with me. But I've not found the UI to be that bad to justify, in fact nowhere near that bad, and certainly not bad enough to justify some of the reviews and comments that I've seen. And certainly not for the price and the output. So if I were you folks, I would really consider, what was it, £22 I said I paid? I think it's 40 maximum, but it keeps on going on offer. Perhaps they're trying to get rid of them, I don't know. But at £40 it's a good price, at £22 it's just a steal. And don't let, the chat about the UI, yeah, it's a bit clunky, but it's not that bad. And you get used to it. Catch you soon, folks.